So, I'm Max Proxman, and my company is Mako Ice. First of all, what is Mako Ice? Mako Ice is just going to be like a kind of pop-up stand where you'll get snow cones and slushies, kind of like where if you were driving around back home, you'd see those little stands in the middle of a parking lot. And very simple business, easy profits. And why Mako Ice here on campus? Bunch of students here. We're in South Florida. I love slushies. Kind of brings you back to kind of memory lane back when you were little. So people be walking by, I see a little slushie stand. They're only $1 for slushies and snow cones. So that's why. And low prices, variety of flavor, and South Florida atmosphere. The market will be the 4,500 undergrad students, which is growing each year. The about 20,000 graduate students who attend NSU, and the NSU faculty and staff, along with the university school who come by after they get out. You'll see them kind of run the Starbucks, so maybe they'll want to get a slushie now. Competition, obstacles, just kind of interesting. Juice Blends, they have smoothies, and outtakes they have like frozen goods and treats, but nothing really like slushies or snow cones. So, I just put it in like the dessert section. Strengths, it's unique on campus, very new. The variety of flavors, and again, the atmosphere. And the weaknesses would just be publicity initially, but over the summer and the end of this semester, I'm going to strive to kind of get the word out, so I already have a head start jumping into the fall. And understanding the customer's preferences, meaning like, what flavors they like, which I have done in surveys, so I just need to get a better grasp of it so I can increase my profits. So this will be my startup cost. On the top we have the product cost. Those would be what I'll be spending monthly, and those are subject to change based on how much I have left over from the previous month. So it's looking at a total of $48.45, and that's with the cups, spoon, straws, napkins, and those Carnival King 1 gallons, so it's like a gallon of the flavoring. And then for my one-time cost, I will be buying like the bottles where you can pour the bigger ones into so they can flavor it themselves for the snow cones. And then capital equipment, we have the 2 of the slushie machines. You get them from Kohl's, 70 bucks. 1 snow cone maker, also from Kohl's, 70 bucks. And then storage bins, when I'm not operating my business, I'll put those in the storage bin so nothing else can get them dirty or contaminated. The platform truck, so that's like a little dolly that it's easily foldable, store in my room. Then when I go to business, I'll just wheel out all my supplies. The party cooler, so my biggest thing is ice, how I'm gonna keep it cool if I were to do a pop-up stand. So the party cooler, you'll be able to keep it cool. I'll have an extension cord running, so it will always keep you guys cool. And then again, the bottles to pour the flavor out, and then I have $100 set aside for miscellaneous expenses, whether it's marketing or any unexpected expenses that I need. This is kind of what the slushie and snow cone makers will look like. Very simple, pour the flavoring at the top, and they're easy to make, and you can pop them out quickly. And the revenue projection, so everything's sold for $1. This is kind of like my best and worst case scenario. I'll be operating 3 days a week, so if I sold 20 a day, 60 a week, 240 a month, so pretty easy profits. And then worst case, 5 or 0, but I always plan on at least selling 5 a day, because I'm sure someone wants a slushie throughout the day. And then there's my projection for my lowest. I will be requesting $800 for my funding. So as I said, the startup is close to $600. So the reason I'm asking $800 is just in case any unexpected faux pas come up. I always just want to have that as like a buffer. And the repayment, I plan to repay it all within 5 months or less, and the payments will be made monthly. And for my exit strategy, just a simple close, or if an upcoming student wants to purchase it from me or take over the business, I would definitely consider that. Location hours of operation, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. Those hours are subject to change depending on if my schedule opens up. Then I will operate earlier and extend to later as I kind of figure out the traffic flow of the students. And I'll be using a pop-up stand style, and I'll be located in front of the library quad as you walk from DeSantis to the UC. And I'll get all the professors and faculty also from Parker and the parking garage. And along with that, I do plan on seeing if I can operate during Community Fest and other events and sporting events. I was talking to Gabe about it, and he said you have to do some in advance communication with them, make sure everything's all set. because they're kind of picky about who can operate through them. But I'll definitely look into that because that'll definitely increase revenue. And promotions, I plan on handing out flyers at the end of this year, doing more surveys online, posters, social media, and samplers by the end of this year if I can. If not, then definitely within that first week, because I just want to get the quickest start on this. The promotions, I'll be doing buy one, get ones. It's $1, so I bring a friend, they get a free one, and that'll kind of get them an incentive to come back. And with the surveys, I was not able to get it on here, but I did send it out to 200 people, only had about 150 responses. And the question I asked was mostly the flavoring, how many flavors you want to see out there, because if you have too many, it kind of gets confusing. So I'm doing 5 flavors, 2 for the slushie machines, and then the rest will be out there for them to put on the snow cones. It's kind of mix and match how they want. And then what flavors they will want, like blue raspberry, cherry, and strawberry were the top 3 that came out. And then I'll be doing some more survey questions as to like when people kind of walk by that, so I can find out the most like high traffic times so I can operate to my full potential. And yeah, keeping it simple.
Can you go back to your the financial slide?
Yes.
Okay, not that one. Kind of the follow up. The one. There we go. That's what I was looking at. Okay, selling 20 per day. That's what I was. Okay.
Yeah, that was like my best case.
So like 10 an hour, roughly. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think that's reasonable. Okay. Now the one thing though that did stick out to me was just the pricing seems a little bit low.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, I could probably raise that, but my thing was we're all college students.
Yeah.
And $1 seems nothing. Say, oh, it's only $1 slushie. People would buy that. But I could do like $2.
I would think $2 probably.
Yeah. And that would also increase my profit too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then I was also thinking with the $2, then like during Community Fest, like maybe $3 of that too, because you'll have parents from people off campus, so you can kind of take advantage of that.
In terms of, I mean, actually, I don't think you're probably gonna have a problem, but in terms of those machines, I mean, how durable they are, and kind of, whether or not it's one of those things if you're using them day in, day out.
Yeah.
Whether those versions are gonna uphold or last long enough to kind of get you through all of this.
Yeah, I was reading reviews on their website because I looked at about 4 machines, and some of them, were ranging to like $100, $140,
Yeah.
And that one for the bang for buck out of it, I had the best reviews too,
Okay.
and they're very affordable too. So I just want to kind of keep everything simple.
And then what about just the time that it takes you to actually produce from the time the customer walks up to whenever they can leave with one? How quick is it in the turnaround on
I
using?
have like made snow cones just back home, just for like friends and that. They do. I mean, it's a minute tops. It's really easy. So like prior to opening my business, I already have the ice in the machine,
Right.
and everything all blended up. So once they get there, all they have to do is tell me what they want, either snow cone or slushie, and I'll have it made within seconds.
Gotcha. Okay.
On your BOGO, when were you going to run that, and how long were you going to run that? Because I also think if you didn't figure that into your financial calculation.
As in, like, when will I run the business?
No, the BOGO, your buy one, get one free.
Oh, that. So that was going to be like just during the first week.
The first week?
Yeah, because I just kind of want to get all the students like an incentive to come, just get the word of mouth out. And then prior to that, like near the end of summer, I'm going to have a bunch of stories on social media telling them that that's going to be happening. Because I know the first week everyone's excited, they're back to campus, they're all going to be exploring the campus, and I'll be out there.
Okay, and a slushie and a snow cone, are they both the same size?
Yeah, so all the cups can be the same size, because there's a really popular snow cone place back home in Cincy during the summer, and for the snow cone and slushie, they use the same cup size. So it's kind of like either or, you're still getting the same amount.
And how much do they sell them for?
There they sell them because they're actually like a really proper business. It's like, I think $3.40 for a slushie, or $3.50 for a slushie, and then snow cones are like $2.
Yeah, I think you need to look at the pricing
Yeah,
too. I
so-
think you're way too low on your
Yeah.
pricing.
But like with the
Sal,
$1,
how much are you selling your lemonade for?
$2.
$2, so.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
And
definitely
if you're
consider that.
right beside him on the quad, I think you're gonna be competing anyway, so.
Yeah. The friendly competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would first be, one thing I didn't see in there that I think you should definitely think about is like the cleaning materials. You should definitely add that within your pricing breakdown.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
That's gonna be a lot of, like, it gets sticky with
Yeah,
all
that's
those
what the,
different
the extra
syrups and
100 I
stuff.
have in there too for the miscellaneous, so it
Okay.
gives me some room. But
And
yeah,
then
definitely.
you definitely need to speak with facilities about like having a table and then that location as well. Just to verify that that's gonna be your
Yeah.
designated spot.
And then with the table, the ice cooler that I found, it's actually like a rolling ice cooler table. So it has like 2 ways you can open it. So on the side, I'm not using to open it. I can like set everything else up. So it's like a 2-in-1. So yeah.
Good stuff. And then also thinking about, I don't know if you'll be able to do it, but maybe some type of like, what is that? If you buy a product and kind of like insurance, what it's called? Rebate, not rebate, but
Warranty?
warranty.
Warranty.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was like, what am I looking for? Yeah, see if they have any warranties on these products.
Yeah. So if anything goes wrong.
Yeah.
And Mason?
I love this idea. I think I'd be a very loyal customer. You said something about Community Fest, and the thing about Community Fest is everything is free. But that being said, this could be a huge business opportunity for you because everything at Community Fest is free because it's sponsored by a department or
Yeah.
a Greek organization. So you could get sponsored to give snow cones on behalf of an organization or business department at Community Fest. And this thought also led me down the path of, like, who needs Cold Stone to come on campus for Club Nova every Friday? Like, you could
Yeah.
totally go to the, or you could have, they could have both. They could have the Cold Stone truck and you for Club Nova on Friday for every Shark Preview weekend.
That's smart.
That would definitely help your bottom line for the spring semester, big time. So I would highly recommend like getting in touch with the Shark Preview people in the Office of Orientation to pursue that because that'd be a huge business opportunity for you.
Awesome. Thank you. Definitely. Any other questions? All right. Thank you.